Now coming up on 6:30 on WKYT this morning, Lexington police are waiting for victims to come forward this morning after reports of several burglaries in cars overnight.
How crews are dealing with a weekend fire in eastern Kentucky that is still burning this morning.
And the National Corvette Museum has a new plan for cashing in on that massive sinkhole.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. Time to rise and shine on your Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. I hope it was a wonderful Mother's Day for the moms out there. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Yeah, hopefully you got something for your mom. Didn't forget about her, because that could be bad. And hopefully she had a good time, whether you cooked for her or took her to a movie or out to the park.
Just something like that.
Or just called her up like I did.
Good idea.
My mom's in Memphis, so love you, Mom.
Well, we did have a very nice weekend weather, except for the humidity that was here. It looks like some changes are ahead. Let's check in with meteorologist Micah Harris. Beautiful start to the day.
It really is. I mean, you have a few clouds around here and there, but it makes for a good-looking start to the day. Very mild outside. Look at these temperatures. We're in the 60s outside. 63 now in Moorhead. That goes for Cynthiana. That makes your way into Mount Olivet, and then work your way down toward the southeast, Boonville, Beattyville, down the Mountain Parkway, off toward the Campton area. Natural Bridge, beautiful this morning. 84 by the afternoon. So one more warm day, and also those late days thunderstorms could be potentially strong to severe. Now, I'll get into the timing on this and also what you can expect out of those coming up in about 10 minutes.
We'll see in a bit. Here's the latest from WKYT News.
New this morning, we're tracking a crime alert in Lexington. Police are trying to return a lot of suspected stolen property after a series of overnight car break-ins.
An alert neighbor saw the crimes happening off Spur Road and called the police. WKYT's Hillary Thornton is there live now to explain who police are still looking for at this moment. Good morning, Hillary.
Good morning, Bill and Rebecca. That's right. Police say thanks to that alert neighbor, officers were able to track down a car that they say was loaded down with random items that they believe could be stolen from the vehicles that alert neighbor watched as two men went through those unlocked cars. Police say around 2:45 this morning, the witness watched as two men went up and down the street going through unlocked vehicles, stealing whatever they could find inside. He was able to give a description of the two men, which led police to a car that they say was filled with random items. So far, police have not been able to tie all of the items to the car burglaries because they say none of the cars were actually damaged or broken into, since they believe those two men went for the unlocked vehicles. Now, officers hope this morning, once folks out here start waking up and realize they have items missing, they will be able to connect this all together. They also say some golf clubs were found inside that loaded down car and believe those could possibly be connected to a garage burglary. Police say they do believe they know who the two men are, and they're asking anyone who lives out here who wakes up and realizes that they do have items missing from their vehicles to give Lexington Police a call. Live in Lexington, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
All right. Thanks so much, Hillary. New on WKYT this morning, Lexington police are investigating another break-in at a cell phone store. This time, the crooks targeted the AT&T store on South Broadway. At this point, police were able to determine that two people got inside the store. They do not know yet if anything was taken. Police are working to get surveillance video of the crime. There have been a string of break-ins at mobile carrier stores across Lexington dating back to March.
New this morning, a person has died in a crash in eastern Kentucky. State police say 43-year-old Gerald Wegford was on a motorcycle when he crossed the center line of Highway 699 in Leslie County. Wegford crashed into a pickup in the Cutchin community and was pronounced dead at the scene. The other driver was not hurt. Well, thousands of drivers are going to have to find a new route this morning into work or wherever they may be going. A major road construction project is underway right in Lexington on the UK campus.
It's going to be lasting for a little bit of time. The work on Alumni Drive expected to last throughout the summer. WKYT's Sean Moody is live to explain what crews are doing and some other routes you can take.
Good morning, Rebecca and Bill. Transportation officials say this stretch of Alumni Drive between Nicholasville Road and Tates Creek Road serves between 18 and 20,000 vehicles a day. They say this project will make things better for traffic and safer for bikers and walkers, but until it's finished, it's going to be a pretty big headache for a lot of the people who drive through here each day. Construction will get going this morning. Students just finished up the spring semester, and officials hope to have the project pretty much wrapped up before they move back in for the fall semester. Transportation workers are realigning Alumni Drive between Nicholasville and Tates Creek. They'll replace stop signs at College Way and University Drive with roundabouts, and they'll also move College Way a little bit to the west. That'll help create some new entrances to Commonwealth Stadium. Transportation officials say they'll also add some walking and biking areas along this stretch that'll make the area safer. Now, if you're used to using Alumni Drive, your best bet this morning might be to head down Nicholasville Road onto Cooper Drive. That'll get you to a lot of the same areas. If you're heading to the Arboretum, you can still get there from the Tates Creek end of Alumni. Transportation officials hope to have this project wrapped up by September 1st. That's just in time for the first Kentucky home football game of the season. Live in Lexington, Sean Moody, WKYT.
Well, Lexington police are looking for a group of men who were involved in a violent home invasion. 4 men broke into a home on Suburban Court near Central Baptist Hospital at about 4 in the morning. Police say they assaulted the people inside and stole electronics and car keys. One victim says the intruder held them in a room for an hour and hit him in the head with a gun.
I prayed to God last night for forgiveness. I was kind of pretty sure that we were all going to go. They were going to tell us, like, if we didn't give them any money, that they were going to start killing us. We didn't have anything.
Well, investigators are still trying to figure out if the robbery was random or a targeted attack. They're working off limited descriptions of the robbers since all 4 were wearing masks.
Time this morning is now 6:36 on WKYT. A man accused of slashing a Kroger employee's face is in jail this morning. Michael Buckner was arrested yesterday. Police say he was stealing a cart full of items from a Kroger on Bryan Station Road when an employee approached him and asked to see a receipt. That's when police say Buckner pulled out a large knife and cut a woman's face. Buckner will be arraigned on several charges later today. A coal mine is closing in southeastern Kentucky, and that is putting at least 64 miners out of work. The Harlan Daily Enterprise reports those layoffs happen at the Clover Lick No. 3 mine in Harlan County. It is owned by Virginia-based Alpha Natural Resources. The company says the layoffs were due to a downturn in the economy. The newspaper reports nearly 500 coal jobs have been lost in Harlan County in the last 2 years.
Well, today police will update us on this weekend's officer-involved shooting in Nelson County. Bardstown police started chasing a man they say stole a car. The driver rammed into and totaled 3 police cruisers and injured 3 officers. That's when state police say the officers shot the suspect.
All the officers, fortunately, are all minor injuries. They've all been treated and released and home relaxing right now, best that they can.
So it's really unusual out here. We don't have that type of thing. Bardstown's a great place, great town. And we got an excellent police force. And, these guys watch us close. So we were kind of shocked when we heard this.
1 Nelson County Sheriff's deputy and 1 Bardstown police officer were involved in the shooting. 3 officers are on administrative leave. The suspect was flown to the hospital. We do not at this point know his condition. That's one question the sheriff's office will be answering during a press conference set for 10 o'clock this morning.
Well, have you seen this huge fire out in eastern Kentucky? Firefighters in Breathitt County are still on the scene of a fire that started on Saturday morning. That fire destroyed a commercial building on Quicksand Road. The volunteer fire department says it took several hours just to contain the fire, and they say it will be a couple of more days before it's completely out. Crews don't know how it started. They don't suspect arson, and despite the intensity of those flames, no one has been hurt. A furniture store in Hardin County went up in flames over the weekend. 8 fire departments in all went out to the fire at Lord Company. At one point, the flames were so big the sheriff's office asked people to stay away from downtown Cecilia. A nearby fire was building there also damaged by that fire. 2 firefighters were treated on scene for heat exhaustion.
A Western Kentucky family is at the center of a court case getting worldwide attention, and they're due back in court today. Joe and Nicole Nogler say the state took their 10 children from them because of their off-the-grid lifestyle. That's what they call it. The family lives in the small community of Garfield in Breckenridge County. Child Social Services say they took the kids because they don't have any running water in the home. The couple has raised nearly $34,000 for their legal fight to get their children back. The Noglers are due in court later today for a custody hearing. Well, today, Kentucky State Police will honor 2 troopers who died in the line of duty. It's a part of National Police Officers Memorial Week. The Richmond KSB Post will host 2 ceremonies. The first scheduled for 9 this morning at the Richmond Cemetery. They will honor Trooper William Tevis. He was shot in 1963 while arresting a drunk driver. At 10 o'clock this morning, they will honor Trooper Clinton Cunningham at the Madison County Memorial Garden. He died in 1979 after being shot while investigating a false report of a break-in at a store. And I'm scheduled to be attending that with my photographer, so I'll have a report coming up later on WKYT News.
Well, it should be a very fitting,
Yes.
Moving time this morning.
Well, it was a reunion nearly 2 years in the making. A local Marine and his military dog are together again after serving together in Afghanistan.
All right, Basie is a specialized search dog trained to detect explosives. For 2 years, she was retired Marine Corporal Seth Hill's right-hand girl. The two spent 7 months together in Afghanistan, where Basie led in the search for IEDs. 2 weeks before they were set to head back to the States, Basie got an infection in her hip that required intense treatment at Lackland Air Force Base in Texas. Now, both Corporal Hill and Basie are back home in Carrollton, here in Kentucky, with Hill's wife and son, and they all seem to be enjoying themselves at this point.
What a happy reunion for them, and Basie looks like adjusting very well.
Yeah, that's right, after doing her duty. Well, the National Corvette Museum is out with a new way to attract visitors. It's quite unusual, and as you might guess, it has to do with that massive sinkhole.
Oh, I would never guess that. The museum in Bowling Green is turning the disaster site into an amusement park ride called Thunderdome. GM Authority says the ride will allow you to watch an imitation of the sinkhole as it devours 8 Corvettes. 15 people at a time will be able to watch from an artificial underground cave. The Corvette Museum hopes to have the attraction open by the fall. Knew they had to do something. They were going to try to, I believe, kind of make it a permanent display.
Right,
some
so
of it.
you go down in it and all of that. But
So this is their way
yeah,
of
so this is the way.
doing that. Yeah. Let's check to see how traffic is moving this morning.
Let's go to Officer Don with live drive traffic. Check in with him. Good morning, Don.
Good morning. Of course, we have alumni shutdown between Tates Creek and Nicholasville Road for the next few weeks, months, as they're going to continue to work on that project. We've been reporting the detour in place there already this morning. Now on the circle, just a stalled car to look at to deal with. That's on the outer loop of the circle at Woodhill. Not a big problem getting past that. It's over to the right. So get a live look at Broadway and High Street headed toward downtown. Traffic's moving okay. On our Waze map, live drivers reporting everything's normal on Nicholasville Road. Also on Tates Creek, and it looks like even Harrodsburg Road through the crossover shouldn't have any significant issues. Now back to you in the studio.
All right, good start to the day out there, and the weather's going to hold at least for the early part of the day. It's this evening that there may be some storms rolling through, maybe on your way back home, so keep that in mind. More news coming up on WKYT on your Monday morning.
A close call for a group of tourists at Yellowstone National Park. We'll have details behind this interesting video up next.
We're looking pretty good right now across the way, but we do have some thunderstorms back toward the west that could lead to potentially strong to severe storms. I'll show you what you can expect out of that and when you can expect it coming up.